Hey guys, I hope you're having an awesome Sunday. It looks like it's about to rain over here. If you're not following me, go ahead and follow me on YouTube at Megan's Fitspective. Although I did change that. Oh man, yeah, Megan K Motivate is now my YouTube. Haha, doing all that, making sure everything stays the same. On Instagram, I am Megan K Motivate, same thing. And on those, I'm talking about narcissistic abuse, recovery, my own personal experience, as well as studies that I look up and things like that. I also am going to start up my podcast again, and the whole goal of the podcast will actually be to have guests. So if you're interested in being a guest on my podcast, let me know. Love to have you on there. It's really healthy to have other perspectives with things like this, because then you start feeling less alone, and it just kind of allows you to, I think, heal better. And studies show that having obviously support groups, and it kind of works in the same way. So today, it's not going to be super long, but I want to remind us that healing from abuse of any kind is a marathon, not a sprint. Some speakers will be like, oh, you can heal in an instant from certain things, and that's just not accurate. Although I will say that people like Tony Robbins, although they preach an instant change, they don't preach it lasting forever, because sometimes the goal of a speaker is to do the quick version of it and then just tell you how to do the longer aspect. Does it make sense? For me, I am trying to do more of the long term with you guys, and myself, because that's what I'm doing and what I have to do in order to keep getting better and better and improving on myself and feeling happier. And this long-term stuff is the hard part, because you have to continually do it. It just doesn't work if, one day you're doing a motivational video and you feel awesome and you don't do it the next day, because then it just kind of goes away, and you don't stay motivated. And so I used to, say stay motivated in my email sign-offs, right? But I don't think I like that anymore, because you can be motivated, but you may not keep going. So my point is, I kind of went on a tangent there, is that this really is a marathon, and you have to every day make small changes in order to feel better. For example, last night I slept so well, and I haven't slept that well in a long time. I mean, I remember last night when I was going to bed, and I was like, oh, I'm so tired, it must be like 12, and it was 10:30. And I was like, you know what? I don't really care. I'm going to go to sleep. And I did, and it was awesome. And it probably helps that I'm babysitting a dog right now, too, and she's beautiful. But I woke up this morning, and I started planning my day out. I don't know if you guys are like me, but even though I have a company, I'm an entrepreneur, I do things on my own terms, my own time, I still have to make my own schedule. I can't just go out and, do whatever. If I start doing whatever, it's usually because I'm not mentally, happy. I'm kind of trying to get back on a routine that I can figure things out. But once I'm able to write down a planner, and if I were to show you my planner right now, it would be all colored with highlighter and everything. It's great. And I have to do that in order to get my stuff done, in order to feel like I have some kind of structure, even if I'm making my own structure. So I definitely recommend that. I mean, take a day of your week to just plan everything out. Trust me, I know it's hard. And actually, I'm one of those people who doesn't naturally have an easy time planning stuff out. I like to do it, but I have a hard time sitting down to do it. So I totally understand you if you're not one of those people. Sorry, I just got a Facebook ad bill, although I don't think I was doing an advertisement. I'll have to check that. Oh yeah, never mind. Anyway, so with this, you're going to feel a lot of emotions. There's a lot of things you're going to be going through. There's a lot of, I guess just don't expect yourself to heal immediately. Don't expect yourself to feel like you should want to never be around that person again immediately, because that's going to take so much time. It's going to take a while to feel like you have control over your own brain and over who you are, because the reality is, psychological abuse and things like that, it's tough. And it plays with your neurochemicals, right? So there's a lot of positive things that our neurochemicals do for us, but there's also a lot of things that are not as positive. And it can actually train your brain to think a certain way. So just, baby steps. We all got to do baby steps, and it's going to be okay, and it's good. But yeah, I mean, I wanted to make this really easy today. I'm mainly just trying to get, like I said, my planning together, make sure everything is all set up. If you guys want to be on my podcast, let me know. Seriously, I think it's going to be really good. I figured out how to split them up because I don't really want to be doing, the same thing over and over on all of my different little platform channel things. So yeah. And with my Instagram post today, guys, being nice really can benefit you. For those of you watching this on YouTube, I did a post today on Instagram that had a shirt that I had. It's called Be a Nice Human. And I talked about there's studies that show that if you donate to charities and if you do nice things to people, as long as you are seeing the benefit that you make. So you can't just donate to, what was the example they used? A big company donated to a charity that I can't remember the name of, but they didn't see the difference they made, so it really didn't really do much. But if you're going to a soup kitchen, if you're going to the Humane Society, something like that, and you're seeing the difference that you're actually making, it actually will boost your neurochemicals that make you feel good. And I think that's a really good thing to know, especially in the healing process, because then you can do those things to help yourself feel better. All right, guys, I hope you have an awesome day. Again, DM me if you're interested in being on the podcast, and let's get this going. Just remember, marathon, not a sprint. You got this. Show me your walk.